What's up, guys? Willie's Comics back into the video. It's been a little while, but I've gotten some books in recently, some PC stuff, and just a couple hauls. But yeah, I just wanted to show some of it off, make a video because it's been a little bit. But yeah, so I'll just talk about some of the stuff I've gotten in recently. It may not be everything I've gotten in recently, but just some things. But then some of the stuff that I've traded, and I'll get into that. But here are all PC books that I've gotten. One of these was on eBay. I didn't realize this was a book. This is Overstreet's price guide, or price update number 15. Very cool Dave Dorman Alien vs. Predator cover. So didn't know this was a thing, had to get it. It's a little bit bigger than a comic, but it is very cool. And then these were both from my LCS. They had Aliens vs. Predator Fire and Stone number 1. It's a Mignola variant. I have to rebag and board that still, but very cool. And sorry, I'm not have my usual setup. Right now, my girlfriend, my fiance, also got engaged since I made my last video. She borrowed it, and I don't have the stand to hook my phone up, so I'm just stacking short boxes here. And then I was even more excited about this. This is Predator Life and Death number 1, the Dark Horse Presents homage cover. But yeah, very cool there. And then I don't believe I've shown this off, but I could be wrong. But if not, I'll just show it off again. This is Aliens and Vampirella, or versus Vampirella number 1. This is the Box of Dread variant cover that I did not know existed until I saw it on eBay. Super cool. Not like my favorite cover ever, but hard to find, so I had to pick that up, and it was like 50 bucks. But again, very hard to find, didn't know it existed. And then I sliced my finger open on accident, so this is also for the PC. I got this a couple weeks ago. Aliens 1, this is the Clayton Crane variant, limited to 1,000. I've been wanting this book for a while, and they're all signed, and they're all over $100 or just under. And I found this one for like 40 to 50 bucks, but it's unsigned. So I was like, you know what? That's a pretty good deal. And I didn't really, there's some signatures I liked, but some of them I didn't really care for, like the coloring on it. But I think it looks great on its own, so I had to pick it up. This is like the last thing for the PC as of recent. This is not a comic book technically. It is John Carpenter's The Thing. It was a theatrical booklet released by Universal with the movie. I think it's the Who Goes There short story novella in this as well, with some pictures, but I believe this was a handout by Universal when the original showing of this was. So it's pretty cool. Very cool. That was on the wall as well. And then we get into what I've picked up as of recently. Where do I want to start? This was from an local shop. Never had this book before. I thought the price was very good, and they also had another. I think they got a collection. They had a Silver Surfer 4 that they sold, but he had it behind the counter, and it was a really good price. But I think he was holding it for somebody. But then this was on the wall, and I thought the price was really good. This is Amazing Spider-Man 50. It's complete, but this will be available for sale. Just a very cool book. Honestly, I thought about buying it for my dad for Father's Day, and that was kind of another reason to buy it, but then I told him about it, and he said he didn't want it, so it is what it is. And then this was a local show. I'm currently getting ready for my next con, bagging and boarding. I'm gonna have to start pricing soon, but this was at a local show. It was kind of like a comic book shop, had a couple of vendors show up, and I got all these from either the store, but mostly from one vendor, except for this. This was also, this is a Linzer cover, and I found this at an LCS, but I also got one on eBay, and I didn't expect to find the one at the LCS for like $3, so one's for sale, but there's that. Just kind of a hard to find Linzer variant. And then this I found at, let's see, is it just this one? These two I found at the LCS, and they're both going to be for sale. This is also another Linzer variant. This is Betty Page #2. This was basically for cover price, and it's like a $10 book or so. But a very good cover, so I figured I'd grab that. And then this was cover price as well. Lady Killer #1, the second printing. I remember selling this book, the first printing, so it obviously, and I sold it for like $10, so second printing is probably a little harder to find. I thought that was a pretty good grab for like $4.25. And then these were from one specific vendor, and none of these are for the personal collection. I was tempted to keep a couple of them, but I don't really want them. This one I already have. This is why this one's not for the PC, but this is Star Wars #1, the Alex Ross variant. Beautiful cover. I already have this, so this will be available. And then these were really cool. I paid $25 for the pair, which I think they're worth $25 each at least. But this is Rick and Morty #49, the Awesome Con variant, and it's signed by, I don't really know the exact signature, but it's signed by somebody, and it's got a remark. I thought that was super cool. And then he had two. So this is Rick and Morty #50. This is the Big Easy Con variant, also remarked. I think that's Mr. Meeseek. And then this is, I don't remember the other guy, but I have seen Rick and Morty. It's just been a while. But yeah, I thought those were really cool. And for $25 of the pair, that was a no-brainer to me. And then he had a I think it was 4 or 5 issues, and it was a lot. I think it was 5 issues. So these, one of them is like a $5 book, but these I'm gonna price out. But what caught my eye is Danger Girl, the preview, American Entertainment exclusive preview. Very cool. This should, I just thought this was really neat, and I couldn't pass this up. And also he gave me a deal. It was like, I don't know, 20% off, but it wasn't quite 20% off, but he said it was 20% off. But yeah, so very cool. And then the #1 variant, Campbell variant, nice little book there. And then #2, not a variant, but just a very sought after cover. And then the Adam Hughes cover. Sounds like it's about to rain. So there's that. And then, let me get this kind of situated, but this was from today. Very, very cool deal with my buddy John, who is otherwise known as Paper Chase Comics on YouTube. Basically, I had a couple books that he really wanted, and we figured we worked out a trade, and I grabbed a stack of books, and he grabbed 2 books from me. It was a Comic-Con exclusive, I think it's a Trick or Treat comic. It was like I don't know if it's San Diego Comic-Con, but it was a Comic-Con exclusive Trick or Treat book. And then also a book that I found at St. Tammany Comic-Con from my last video, and that was a great deal. But it was that was a Vampirella Monthly, or Vampirella #20 Bruce Timm variant. Beautiful book. But that was basically like $450 in value, and I traded for what he priced out at about $490 worth of value. So, but it was smaller books, keys, but smaller. So I'll just run through them. And this one I grabbed because this one's nothing crazy, but I just never had it before. So Shanna the She-Devil #1, cool little book there. I figured I'd be a key I've never had before. These two, which I've never had before as well, Amazing Spider-Man #430. This is the Cosmic Carnage stuff. And I just wanted to try to grab stuff that either is really popular or that I've never had before. And 431, really, really cool. Cosmic Carnage, like Silver Surfer deal. And then we have this one, which is a very just popular book and easy sell, and it blew up fairly recently. Uncanny X-Men 251. Newsstand, very good. a book that I haven't had, but usually moves really quick. This is Deadpool #1, the his first solo series. Very good book there. Some smaller keys, but I think, like I said, stuff I've never really had for sale. Action Comics $5.95. I feel like this is the first Silver Banshee. Cool book. And this one's awesome. Vigilante #36. I love this cover. I think I have one, this in the PC. But yeah, cool book. American Psycho. This is #1. This is a photo cover variant. Very, very cool. Great, and these are some great books here. This is Hulk #345, McFarlane. Love this one. Great deal there. I sold one of mine recently, so I'm very glad to get another one. This is Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man 106. That Spider-Man 129 homage cover. Great book. Spider-Man 298, first McFarlane on Spider-Man, and I believe I've sold my copy recently, so it's just nice to get another one. And these are just highly popular, so easy sells. Batman 386, first appearance of Black Mask. And I'll put pictures up with the books I traded him for all this stuff, and then also, excuse me. And then also the like his room, his collection is super cool, and the way he like has it all presented is just awesome. And then probably the coolest book from this is Haunted Mansion #6. It is a variant cover, I believe, and yeah, just super hard to find. I saw it, I had to have it, and honestly, the price he had, I actually went up a little bit on the price, but it was still a great deal, I felt. So I thought it was, I was giving him hard to find stuff, and I was like, I kind of want some hard to find stuff, and some stuff that I can move, but yeah, I feel like this is very hard to find and a really cool book. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Again, sorry for the setup and the lighting, I just needed to make a video. And then going forward, I have a show in about a month, like a month to be exact. And I also want to make a couple of videos of maybe like some of my favorite PC books, because it's been a while since I've done that. Also, maybe like some of the coolest books I've sold. I've had the pleasure of selling and, you know, since I've been doing this. It's like a top 25. So I plan on doing that soon as well. And then I also want to, what else? Oh, I also have a Comic-Con this weekend. I'm not selling yet, but I'm going to GalaxyCon. So I'll be checking that out, hopefully getting some cool stuff. I'm planning to do a remark on the Dead Space #1 by Ben Templesmith. Hopefully we can make that happen, but we'll see. And then, yeah, that's about it. Nothing crazy. Maybe a couple other things that I've gotten, but that's the most of it. I also maybe buying a collection soon, a small collection of like 100 books, but it's got a lot of like smaller key type stuff. So I may be doing that soon as well. But other than that, just same old stuff. I'm gonna be moving soon, buying a house, just got engaged, just graduated the police academy. So I've been very busy. I just started on the road as a police officer. So I've been very busy. So that's mainly the reason why I haven't made any YouTube videos or anything, but I'm starting to prep for this next show. And I'm, of course, gonna make a video on that, and hopefully that all goes well. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.